Marketers have been using a three-step mental model of marketing for a long time. Stimulus, like developing a TV ad. Shelf, focusing on point of sale, which has historically been called the first moment of truth. And experience. People take the product home and experience it. They could have a good experience or a bad experience, and they share it. This is the second moment of truth. If marketers spend time on these three steps, they should succeed, right? We investigated this theory. We conducted a comprehensive study with research partner Shopper Sciences using 5,000 shoppers across 12 categories, from groceries to cars and financial products. The goal, show where influence takes place as shoppers move from undecided to decided. We found that the average shopper used 10.4 sources of information, up from 5.3 sources in 2010. We asked shoppers what sources they used to make decisions, when they used it, and how influential is each source. When we lined up their responses, a fourth step appeared in the marketing mental model, the zero moment of truth. This is when consumers do their research, get smart about alternatives, read reviews, look for coupons and comparison shop, all before going to the shelf. When we compare the steps, the zero moment of truth pops up as highly relevant and influential. Consumers have changed the way they have approached decision-making. As a marketer, have you kept up, or are you still using the old mental model? There's a new mental model now, and marketers that can now keep all these steps spinning gain a very competitive advantage in today's marketplace.
The zero moment of truth is a new way of thinking about the traditional marketing model. We all learned marketing by creating pieces of stimulus like radio, TV, and print to drive awareness of our product or service, which would then drive people to the point of sale at retail or at shelf, for example, whereupon hopefully they would choose your product or service, take it home, and have a great product experience. Zero moment of truth is that moment that increasingly is growing in importance that gets in between your stimulus and your point of sale.
To some degree, consumers aren't doing anything differently than they have been doing for years. They have been gathering information about what's going to be the best product and where it is that they should be buying, and they've been trying to learn about that before they make their decision. What has changed is where they gather that information, their ability to easily collect some of that information from a multitude of sources, and their ability to compare from one alternative place to buy versus another.
Today, the #1 spot where shoppers begin their journey is search. 70% of all transactions, we're seeing some sort of pre-shopping take place, even if it's for items that cost $1 or less. The zero moment of truth isn't just a catalyst that starts shopping, but it starts learning. And I think the biggest change that we see is shoppers that walk into every transaction saying, I want to be smarter, I want to be more informed, I want to make better choices, and yeah, I also want to save some money.
We find this zero moment of truth, it applies across all of our customer bases, whether you're buying a big jet engine, whether you're buying a refrigerator, or whether you're purchasing a credit card. It really does apply both in a consumer and in a business-to-business context.
But think about it, it's a natural behavior. It's a way that we all now make our buying decisions almost as second nature. Typically what we would all do is we would try to get some more information between seeing the stimulus and showing up at the shelf. And it's those moments in collection that we call the zero moments that need to be part of your marketing plans.